So we've talked about all the transformations, kind of an overview, and now we're going to dig deeper into each one individually. So we're going to start with translations. So a translation moves every point of a figure the same direction and the same distance. So like if you look down here, every point means the vertices. So, if we're going to move B down 5, we're also going to move C and A down 5. Or if we're going to move them down and over to the left, we're going to do it the same to every single point. A translation can move a figure left or right. So I'm just going to do L or R, left or right. Or. So it doesn't have to be both. Up or down. So translations are also thought of as slides. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start doing some of these. So we are going to translate the figure 5 units left and 2 units down. And then you're going to record those down here. So for the pre-image, I always want you to do it alphabetically, mainly for my checking purposes, but otherwise it doesn't really matter. But if you would please do that, makes it a lot easier when I go to check all the tests. So we're going to write the ordered pairs for each coordinate. Those are parentheses. So for the pre-image, remember that doesn't have any of the prime markings. A is over 2 and up 4. So it's 2, 4. And I know Telly said my handwriting is terrible on this, but if you have your headphones on, Telly, then you can hear what I'm saying. B is over 6 and up 7. So we have 6, 7. And then C is over 7 and up 3. So we have 7, 3. And again, you should be listening so you can hear those. Okay, so we're going to go down, or 5 to the left and 2 down. And it doesn't matter which one you go first. So I'm going to go 5 to the left with A. So 1, 2, 3, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puts me here. And I don't really want to put a dot there though. And then 2 down puts me right here. And it's so hard to make this thing make a dot for some reason. Okay, well, it's right there. Okay, and that will be A prime. So make sure you put your markings. So this dot up here on the top shouldn't really be there. And then we're going to do the same thing for the B. We're going to go 5 left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 2 down, 1, 2. And sometimes stuff might kind of overlap. I don't know why it will not let me color in a circle. Let's see here if it'll let me do it with this thing. Okay. And then that is B prime. And then for C, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 2. And we have it right here. And that is C prime. My gosh. It's easier just do it with my finger. So then we're going to connect the dots, and yours should look better than mine because it is not easy to do on here. And just kind of glance. Make sure that it didn't shrink or get bigger or get flipped if it's just translating. And then you're going to go down and you're going to do the ABC for the new image. And remember, it's A prime, so you need to put your markings there. This thing is so delayed. And then C prime and B prime. And then we have our parentheses that are going to maybe show up. Okay. So A prime is you're going left to -3 and then up to 2. So we have -3, 2. And then B prime is you're going over 1 and then up 5 if you look at your paper, because mine isn't showing. That's not what I wanted to do. And then C prime is 2. Man, I am really having difficulties here. C prime is 2, 1. That's 2, 1. Okay. All right. So we want to look for any patterns to describe what happened to the X and Y values. So if you look, let's say at the Y values, you have 4 and it goes to 2. So we're subtracting 2. And then we had a 7 here, 5, subtract 2. Here we had a 3, subtract 2. So that was for the Y, and your Y-axis is your up and down. So for the algebraic way, you would write Y, because it's your Y-axis, and it's subtracting 2 every time, and so we do minus 2. You can also look at the words, and up here, 2 units down, going down represents subtracting, and so that would be your Y minus 2. So for your X values, you can see that it goes from 2 to negative 3. So you might, without your calculator, you might not know what that means or how far that is. But if you look at the next one, it's 6 to 1. Oh, minus 5. 7 to 2. Oh, minus 5. So I'm going to put minus 5. And then that was your X coordinate. So it's X. And if we go by the words, 5 units to the left on a number line going left is minus. And so that's how we get the X minus 5. Now, they're going to tell you to write it verbally. And basically, they already wrote it for you. But it would be, for X minus 5, it would be 5 to the left. And you can just abbreviate like that. And then it would be 2 down. Okay, and then I'm going to have you try this one and show me when you get it done. You might need to rewind and listen to what I said about this over here. And then when you go to the back, you have to record the coordinates of the pre-image. I'm not going to say which one, but look at them carefully and make sure you find the pre-image. And then same thing with this one. Make sure you look at it carefully to find the pre-image and describe what's happening. And I'm going to do one of these down here with you. So it says describe the translation. So these are ordered pairs. So, and I always look for the ones that are positive. It's a lot easier. So if you look from 7 to 14, you can tell that we're adding 7. And that is your Y. Remember, you have your X and your Y. X, comma, Y. So from 7 to 14, that is going to be your Y. And we're adding 14. So we're doing Y plus 7, or up 7. Okay, and then when we go from 12 back to negative 1, if you think of a number line, we're going back 13 spaces. So we're going left 13. That's a 3. So that is your x-axis. So that would be x, I'm having difficulties here, minus 13. That is a 13 if you're listening. So now you try that with these and then show me when all this is done.